Good morning. Here is a weather forecast for Friday, 5th December 2025. The Harmattan conditions are intensifying for Friday in Freetown. Expecting haze and limited sunshine. The sun will be faint, pale disk in a milky white sky. This is due to significant influx of Saharan dust, which will markedly reduce visibility and air quality. This is a classic strong harmattan day. The atmosphere will be very dry and a fine layer of dust will settle on the surface. Any outdoor plants will be impacted by the significantly reduced visibility and dusty air. The dust layer may lightly moderate the daytime heat with with a high near 31 degrees, but will also allow for a cooler night down to around 21 degrees. The air will feel parched. Today's advisory is crucial. All residents, especially children, the elderly, and those with respiratory or heart conditions, should limit outdoor activity. Wear face mask if going outside for long, stay hydrated, and keep windows closed to keep dust out of your homes. This presents the peak of current harmattan surge. These dense conditions are expected to persist through the weekend, with very gradual improvement possible early next week. In summary, for a Friday, the 6th December, a day of dense, passive haze, poor air quality, and greatly reduced visibility, the Harmattan season in is in full force. Please take necessary precautions. I have been your weather forecaster, Mary Kebe. Good morning and welcome to Calabash News. Today, the holiday season kicks off with major promotions from local businesses, while a major global forum hears Sierra Leone's call for a fairer way to measure corruption. We begin with the headlines. Festive cheer from businesses. PC and Sons and Shalima Trading launch nationwide promotions offering bonuses and a chance to win a brand new motorbike. Anti-Corruption Commission chief speaks at the UN. ACC Commissioner Francis Ben Kalfala calls for a complete overhaul of global corruption measurement systems, criticizing current perception-based indices as unfair to Africa. Legal fraternity raises alarm. Rights groups and the Lawyers Society challenge a new judiciary directive on the drug sentencing, warning it may override parliamentary law. Women in Leadership lecture today. The 50-50 group hosts its 13th annual Rajiv Bendri lecture, featuring distinguished educationist Dr. Stanella Beckle. And in politics, veteran lawmaker Honorable Cherno Majuba, popularly known as Cherry Coco, gains national spotlight as a potential unifying figure ahead of the 2028 general elections. We start today with some festive economic news as two major companies roll out promotions to reward customers this December. The spirit of giving is going commercial. PC and Sons Foreign Exchange Bureau has launched its annual December promotion, offering a 1% cash bonus on remittances of 22,000 millions or more received via Gram, Western Union, or RIA. A promotion which runs until January 3rd also includes gifts of popular household items like paddy milk, rice, and cooking oil at branches nationwide. Meanwhile, Shalimar Trading is giving customers a chance to ride away in style. The company has launched an end-of-year raffle draw where every purchase of a motorbike or keke earns an entry to win a brand new HLX 125 motorbike. The grand draw will be held live on AYV TV on December 22nd. Anti-Corruption Commission boss addresses UN. On the global stage, Sierra Leone Anti-Corruption Commissioner Francis Ben Kalfala has called for a major reform in how the world measures corruption. Speaking at the United Nations conference in New York, Commissioner Kalfala criticized tools like Transparency International's Corruption Perception Index or the CPI, calling them unfair, often a smear campaign against African nations making real progress. He argued that the perception based indexes are subjective and fail to capture complex financial crimes like illicit funds flows and money laundering. Kalfala urged for a new data driven methodology that reflects actual prevalence and national anti corruption effort, not just external perception. Legal challenge to drug directive. Back home, a new directive from the judiciary on drug offenses is facing strong pushback from the civil society and legal professionals. The Campaign for Human Rights and Development International and the Lawyer Society of Sierra Leone argue that the Justice New Practice Direction conflicts with the existing law, like the National Drug Control Act of 2008, the one that the directive, which is the judge's discretion on bail and sentencing for drug crimes, effectively place administrative instructions above parliamentary authority. The group insists the fight against drug must be waged within the rule of law and have called for a review of the directive. Rajiv Bendri lectured today in the celebration of the women's leadership. The 50-50 groups will today hosts the 13th annual Rajiv Bendri Women in Public Life lecture. This year event features eminent educationist and former UNICEF official, Dr. Stanila Beckel. The lecture theme, One World, Many Lessons, will draw on a decades of international experience. The event starts at 3 p.m. at Afitan City Council Auditorium. Cheikoko's rising profile. And on political scene, the veteran All People Congress Party Congress lawmaker Honorable Cheno Banjuba, widely known as Cheikoko, is being touted as a potential unifying national figure. With over 15 years in parliament, observers highlight his consensus-driven style and focus on practical solutions. As the country looks towards the 2028 elections, many see his blend of experience and a unifying message as gaining significant momentum. In another brief news, the head of Sonatel Group, Belote Ba, has reaffirmed the company's commitment to Sierra Leone's digital transformation following a meeting with President Bio last week. That's all for today's Calabash News edition. For more updates, follow us on all social media handles at the Calabash Online TV. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.
Today we then at